You know, out of all the crazy, mind-bending things in space, there's one that's just on another level of both terrifying and fascinating, and that's the black hole. So let's dive right into this ultimate cosmic puzzle.
I mean, we're talking about a spot in the universe that's so extreme, the basic laws of physics, the rules that literally run everything, they just stop working. It's the ultimate unknown. Okay, so let's make this really personal. Let's forget about watching from a safe distance through a telescope. What would you, yes, you, actually see and feel on this one-way trip into the abyss? So, our journey starts way before we get to the edge. It begins as the black hole starts to mess with the very fabric of reality around you. As you get closer, you're not actually plunging into darkness, not at all. Instead, the light from all the stars and galaxies behind you would start to stretch and wrap around this dark void in front of you. It's like the whole universe is being squeezed into a weird, glowing halo. And this is the wildest part. This isn't some sci-fi movie effect. It's Albert Einstein's theory of general relativity, playing out right in front of your eyes. All those complex equations about gravity bending light, well, they just became your new, very strange, and kinda terrifying reality. Okay, now we're getting to it. The most famous part. We're approaching the ultimate point of no return. So, the event horizon. It's not a physical thing you could touch or crash into. It's an invisible line in space. It's the threshold where gravity becomes so ridiculously strong that you'd have to travel faster than light to get away. And since nothing can do that, well, once you're in for good. And right here is where things get really, really weird. Thanks again to Einstein. For you, the person actually falling in, time would feel totally normal. You'd slip past the event horizon in, just a moment. But for your friend watching from a spaceship far away, they'd see you slow down until you look like you're frozen in place, right at the edge. They'd see the light from you stretch and turn red. And then, over what seems like forever to them, you just fade to black. It's two totally different realities for the exact same event. Mind-blowing, right? We're past the boundary now. No way back. So what's next? Well, you're about to experience something with a weirdly cute name for a process that is anything but.
The second you're inside, reality gets a major rewrite. Space and time, they kind of switch jobs. Think of it this way. Out here, we can only move forward in time, right? Well, in there, you can only move in one direction in space, inward. Heading to the center of the black hole is as unavoidable as the fact that tomorrow is coming.
And this inevitable fall leads to this. It's called spaghettification. A poetic name, maybe, but it describes being stretched and squeezed by these insane tidal forces, which is really just the difference in gravity's pull from one end of your body to the other. Let's break that down. Imagine you're falling in feet first. The gravity pulling on your feet is just astronomically stronger than the gravity pulling on your head, even with that tiny distance between them. That difference grabs you and just starts to pull. You get stretched longer and thinner until you're literally pulled apart into a long, thin stream of individual atoms, all flowing toward the heart of the black hole.
And that stream of atoms, it has a final destination, the end of the line. We've arrived at the very center of the black hole. We're at this singularity.
So what is a singularity? Honestly, it's a concept that's almost impossible to wrap your head around. It's a single point with no dimensions that has infinite density and infinite gravity. This is the place where all of our science, even Einstein's brilliant theories, just completely and utterly fall apart. We literally have no math that can describe what happens here.
And because our physics just gives up, all we're left with are theories. And some of them are pretty wild. The simplest one? Your stream of atoms gets crushed into that infinitely dense point. End of story. But other ideas get way more creative. Some theories suggest the singularity could be a gateway, like a wormhole to a totally different place or time, maybe even a whole other universe. And then there's the most poetic idea, that your matter, your energy, could become the very seed from which a new universe is born.
And that last theory, it really flips the script, doesn't it? It changes this from a story about destruction to a story about creation. It makes you ask a much, much bigger question about what black holes are even for. This just reframes the entire thing. What if black holes aren't just the universe's garbage disposals? What if they're actually part of this huge cosmic cycle of life, death, and then rebirth? The idea that every single black hole out there could be cooking up a brand new universe inside it, well, that is one of the most incredible thoughts in all of science.
So this leaves us with a pretty powerful thought. Maybe falling into a black hole isn't an end. Maybe it's a transformation into something completely new, a part of a much bigger cosmic story. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What if the ultimate end is really just another beginning?